Hello.
Hello everyone.
First of all, we welcome folk here to Legacy Games because today we have a lot of Son of Horus in the house. So, Mr. Folks, of all these on the table, roughly how many points?
Well, first of all, thank you, Yuli, for inviting me to Legacy Games to have a army showcasing of my Son of Horus. Well, everyone, you can see the whole showcase of my army here. It's approximately 7,000 points, rough plus minus 20, I guess.
So you get to count in all the the vexillary things and the things. Then we just take the normal points on here.
Yeah, just roughly estimate it's about 7,000 points. If we count all the details, really in details, I think we can reach to 7,100.
Oh, okay. Wow. It's 7,000 points. My Raven guy, I have about 3,000. So, for all of this, it took you how long to all the paint out everything?
Okay, as we all know that the Horus Heresy, the box game started 2 years ago, and I started this collection 2 years ago at the same time. So if we to count the timeline, about 2 years Last year, 2 years ago, June until now
June
is
2002.
2022. Yeah, 2 years from now. So this is what I have for the time being, excluding what I had in my home, which is not displayed at the moment.
So, why out of the 18 Legion? Why Son of Horus? Why the bad guys, not the good guys?
Okay, very good question. Actually, there are many people asking me the same question also. Why particularly Sons of Horus? Well, I have to admit the fact that when we talk about Horus Heresy, the first Legion that comes in our mind is who? It's definitely the 16th Legion himself, the Sons of Horus. Then this is one of the reasons. Secondly, when I think in terms of the gaming perspective, I thought of which Legion is a bit more versatile, because I have to think about is that how can I maximize my army loadout, which in fact that Son of Horus is one of the few that can really play the level of versatility. That means I can fill a lot of them without need to concern too much of certain restriction. Well, if you talk about restriction, one of the known restriction that I know myself is Raven Guards, that you only can bring one heavy slot.
Yeah, right, absolutely.
But Son of Horus, I can bring in 3.
Like my Raven guy can have only one heavy support, and then if I want to use the Right of Force, then the other one is the White Scar, also 0 heavy support. And then for the Night Lords also, there is only 1.
Well, that's a disadvantage.
I want to use the Right of War.
Well, every army has its own uniqueness, if you ask me. Then, of course, when we talk about why I love Sons of Horus,
because of the tanks.
Sort of, but of course, it's the characters themselves, the story. Because this guy here, Horus himself, is the boss. He is the one that creates the whole story. Although that we all know that those of us we read the rules, the book, a bit of two, we know that it's Erebus that stirs up the whole mess of this. But he's the one that dares to declare himself as a war master to challenge the Imperium. I mean, why not? I mean, he's the hero after all. And this is what I learned about Horus Heresy, is that maybe some people say that this is a game between the good guys and the bad guys. Well, for me, I think that this is a game of perspective. Because it's just how you think about side. Why they fight in the first place? Some people say it's embrace the chaos. But to me, I have my doubts on that. I have my different perspective.
Emperors also use the warp's power.
Yep.
So of the 7,000 points on the table, which one is your favorite model, or do you have a lot of favorite models? I think Forgeful one probably.
Well, when you have really keen eyes, yes, there's a lot of Forgeful models. Well, of course, himself, the big boy himself, is the Forgeful model. But if you ask me which one is my favorite model, what's the big boy himself? Horus. Well, he's the main character. Of course, he's the masterpiece. And of course,
so you're looking forward to buy the other one, the Ascended version?
Maybe, but I don't know.
Soon.
Yeah. But the thing is, because it's a duplicate, I'm not too sure if I really go after it. Because there are 2 Horus. I mean, who would put 2 Horus on the table? I mean, of course, we know that different storyline, it appears as a different Horus. One is a Horus as a Primarch, one is the Horus Ascended, which is more powerful. And that time, if I'm not mistaken, that was the time when it comes to the final confrontation with the Emperor himself. He is already ascended, if I'm not mistaken.
I noticed the gesturing. Gesturing also one of my favorite because my ribbon guard deliverer, they are actually, they are following them.
Well, gesturing also quite attractive to me in terms of because I love to play in blacks also, and secondly is because they are the elites of the elites And if later during the introduction, actually I have two catapulti units. One is the gesturing, which you all see here. Then I have the normal generic catapulti terminators. But of course, if we talk in terms of the story himself, Son of Horus is definitely, we cannot ignore the presence of gesturing terminators.
Okay, so why not we go through each and every unit because so many. So we start from our right here. So we start from the infantry.
Yes, of course.
Okay, so you just take us through what is
Alright, of course. Well, speaking back of the every army composition, well, you need a big boss. For Horus Heresy, when we talk about this, we cannot ignore the presence of a Primarch, which is Horus Lupercal himself. He is the Primarch of the Legion, 16th Legion, Son of Horus, formerly also known as Lunar Wolf. Now, with the big boss, he still needs his soldiers, everyone to help him to fight
the lines,
the infantry line. So now
the
let's
one
go.
That can hold objective.
Yeah. So now let's us go through the infantry line, which is make up the bulk of my Son of Horus army at the moment. So we have the.
So this is all the Wokai guys.
Yeah.
The Wokai charger and the Wokai cavalry.
Yes, yes. Now, speaking back of all the Wokai, Yuli, you are the one that shot me to help. Well.
That was a long times ago.
Yes, I still remember that time you first taught me how to play the Horus Heresy. You all night long shot me like nobody business. That's why. If you notice carefully, I have quite a lot of Wokais in the Son of Horus.
With the Wokai charger.
Yeah, I have some grudge to this guy.
So Wokai charger, 10 guys, and then these are the Wokai cavalry. Okay. Then we move forward. Then the one is the.
Okay, we have the normal tactical squads, and also we have the plasma squads here. Now followed back with another tactical squads here. So this one, the tactical squads here, these two, and another one is the plasma support squad. So yeah, so these are the few that I have, and do not ignore here is another rotor squads.
Rotor cannon.
Yep,
my favorite things for Night Lords.
Oh, why?
Can pin people.
Oh my god. Pin people on the ground.
Yeah.
Well, this in fact what I'm intending to do with my rotor squad. So pin you down, then my Valka is going to finish you off.
And after all this,
then we have the infantry, which is the main bulk of the army. Then of course we go to the next category, is the fast attack squad. So speaking about the fast attack, these guys are meant to move fast and versatile across the battlefield. Then we have two here, which is one is the assault space marine themselves, armed with chainsaw and bolt pistols. This is here. This guy.
Squad?
Yep. And also the Sky Hunter Squadron.
Scimitar Jackbat.
Yep.
Oh, you have what? 3 Wokais. Wokais again, Mr. FOK. Then 2 Melta, and then 1 Plasma.
Yes.
Scimitar Jackbat.
Well, I didn't arm any of these guys with a heavy bolter. I armed them with Wokais. Well, you know why, don't you?
The grudges, huh? The grudges, huh?
Yes.
Then this is the assault squad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then
we move to this one, the Catapulti.
The Catapulti is the elite of the Sons of Horus. The elite is the Catapulti themselves. Then, of course, we talk back the Justerin Terminators themselves. 5 Justerin Terminators armed with Power Axe. So the Justerins is another very unique army in the very unique unit. Not only is from for sure, but its color scheme also. Black and red color scheme is what makes them unique among the Sons of Horus. Well, if you notice carefully how the Sons of Horus painted, they're all in green, then suddenly one is the black. When the moment you see the black and the red, you know these are the elites
of the elites.
Yeah. Now, of course,
you have so many HQ. Now you have to bring us through one by one. So many. Oh, this is very nice model.
Oh.
This one is from For Sure.
Yes, this one is the generic version of the Son of Horus Creator. Last time when I painted it and I posted it online once, and I mentioned that this guy is going to punch some loyalists in the face because it's armed with the Power Fist, which is quite unique. And of course, I have the another two.
These are from the box.
Yeah, from the box, Age of Darkness box. And this one is the Terminator Predator, which is you can get it together with the Chaplain console. Which is
from Betrayal of Calf.
It's the same thing.
Betrayal of Calf box set.
Yep. So now let's introduce you to the other consoles.
Another Forge World.
Yep, the Dark Emissary, the watchful eye. Yeah, the watchful eye of the War Master himself. Then we have the banner barrier of the son of
Herod.
The Herod himself. Then of course the champion. And this one is the Tech Marine himself, armed with the Mark IV armor.
You play as a Siege Master or?
Yeah, I'm playing as a Siege Master, but my intention is to go together with my vehicle squadrons. Of course, I have bulks of infantry. You still need some medical care. So of course I have two.
Apothecary.
Yeah, the two apothecary.
Okay.
Okay, so I think this is all for my infantries. Yeah, the bulk of the army. Now let's go into a little bit more mechanical. Now the mechanical size here, we have the two elites here. Now this is known as the Contemptor Dreadnought. One is the general one, which you can see is quite general looking. But this one is the different one which you can get from Forge World itself. The special one.
You purposely painted them with a jet stain color?
Yes, I purposely painted it is because, well, first of all, they are the elites, and what I'm intending to do, because this is a bit special, so it makes them a little special. Yeah. So I painted it as a Justrin pattern, and it arms with the last cannon and the chain fist. Now we go back one. This one is another dreadnought. Well, uniquely, this one is they put it under the heavy instead of an elite. But nevertheless, whoever who can pilot a dreadnought is indeed an elite already. So this is they call the Doradio, armed with the plasma cannonade and also the what is this called?
Iolos or something, the missile launcher.
I just call it the missile. Just call it the rocket launcher, Okay.
Then the big dreadnought.
Yeah, the big boy himself. The big boy, the Leviathan Siege Dreadnought. You can see his bulky size. Well, never look down on this size. Some people say big size is bulky, walk very slow. But trust me, you don't want him to punch you in the face.
This is what we call the Melta Lance.
The Melta Lance and also the autocannon.
And the Wokai in the front.
Yep, armed with the Wokai. Well, why Wokai?
Okay, again, Nilots. Thanks to the Nilots. Horus Squad.
You have much to pay. Alright, now let's go through the vehicles. Oh, the tanks. Now let's start with the small one first. The small one, of course, the most nimble of all, the Rhino himself. So the Rhino himself is the chassis that can build multiple types of variant of tanks, which have different purpose. Now, first one here, you see here is the Predator, followed by the Vindicator, and last one is the Scorpius tank. Alright, so each have a different role. Of course, this is used as an anti-tank. This one they use for demolish buildings or demolish bunkers, siege breaker they call it. And this one is a long-range support weapons. You can see this is the missile launchers at the back of the Rhino chassis also. Now, as we go to the back one, it's a slightly heavier version of the tank, but despite its heavy size, it's still as nimble. This is the Sicarian tank, armed with the autocannon, and of course with two las cannons at the side.
I see you like las cannon a lot, huh?
Well, speaking about las cannons, it's about anti-armor. Well, you never know.
But it's quite powerful in this edition.
True, because, well, as I mentioned earlier, is that when I design my army composition, the first important thing that comes to my mind is that how I'm going to design my army that is versatile in the sense that I can deal with most of the situation. Well, I know that some of the players that I know personally, they use Magnax. But that is not my style, to be honest. That's not my style.
Yeah,
so I split everything up.
Just gum it up.
Yeah, just gum it up. Because also reduce the damage with the paints. And las cannons is anti-armor. Of course, if you think in the gaming perspective, it is effective against heavy infantry, tanks, dreadnoughts, etc. But when it comes to against these nimble guys, it's oh god.
You need
it's a waste of Yeah, I mean it's a waste of points. But what if I didn't arm with a las cannon and you come with tanks, I only with these boys, then I'm screwed. Basically, I'm dead.
Do the right things with the right tools, huh?
Have to. Now, next one. I'm looking forward, this one, for its performance. This is the Venator Sicarian, armed with the Neutron Blaster. Speaking about neutron blaster, some of us really know how to use them very well. Well, I just wonder, is anyone here has a Titan in this place?
I don't even have tanks. I only have one tank because I only have one heavy slot.
Well, your Raven Guard is well known to strike from the shadow, and you are very good in deep striking, isn't it?
Okay.
Now after this one, the fast moving tank, then of course we have to talk a little bit heavier version of the tanks. Now we have 3 tanks here. This one, of course, is called the Kratos tank. So this one is the basic configuration, armed with the Kratos battle cannon, and I arm it with the autocannon, and also again less cannons as always. Now come to this side here, we have the smaller version of the Land Raider. This is called the Land Raider Proteus, and again less cannon. And comes with the big boy himself, the Spartan Land Raider.
Also less cannon.
Yeah, less cannons. Yeah, that is all my army composition for the time being, fully painted and ready for action.
Oh, you put up the 100 kilo missile also?
Yep. Wow, 100 kilo missile is just like a last shot before he dies. You never know when you're going to need it. Sometimes all you need is just one lucky shot to finish you off a tank.
So 7,000 points. Mr. FOK, in the future, what you intend to add to expand the army?
Whoa, Son of Horus is
I think this is already like you collected Son of Horus like A to Z already, right? Everything that is available on the website.
Not really. Wow. Okay. But of course, there are much room to go.
What are the models that you still show off, like for the Son of Horus?
Okay, first of all, when we talk about Son of Horus, the 2 exclusive units we're definitely going to include. Of course, number 1 is the Justrin Terminators. For the time being, I only have 5 Justrin Terminators. I intend to go for full squad, which is the 10.
Okay.
So that means that I need another 5 guys. Then the second unit, which is exclusive for Son of Horus.
Oh, River Squad.
Yeah, the River Squad. You got it right, mate. The River Squads. Then
I don't see a River Squad.
Yeah, I don't have a River Squad at the time being. Now, if you look back the infantry blocks that I have, what is really lacking off? Assuming I'm not placing any tanks on the tabletop, what I pretty much lack is anti-armor. You see, these support squads, the only one that can deal with the tank is the plasma, but it's not really that effective either.
So that means the whole range, that one, the GW, in the whole range of GW, the one that you still show off is only the River Squad and the Horus Ascended. That's the only 2 you don't have, right? Then the rest you have everything already, like almost.
Not really. Well, if you ask me how I want to expand my Son of Horus further, I would include, of course, the Justrin 5 guys more, then River Squads. Then,
I don't see any land speeder yet.
Yeah, and then the anti-armor infantry themselves, then javelins. How about the biker squads? I think they call the Outrider Squadron. Then the tanks, maybe I want to put a bit more tanks.
I think you have enough tanks already.
Never enough. Then I don't have artillery. Rapier batteries. And I don't have my scout squad either. Well, who is going to be my eyes and ears on my... Yeah, this is what I lack of, which I intend to complete them soon as possible. And
I think in your collection you have so many things, like you have, I heard that you are Primarch collectors. Out of the 18 Primarchs, how many you have already come?
I think I have already 3/4 of it.
3/4 of it?
Yeah.
That means it's about 6 guys?
18, no, I think almost 10 already.
Yeah, that is about half or more than half.
Yeah, more than half already. 10.
Okay.
10 Primarch already.
I have another Primarch session.
Another Primarch session.
Can. Of course we can. Lots of army showcasing, we can do a lot.
So thanks, Mr. FOK.
Alright.
Thank you.
Alright, thanks. Thanks to Yuli. Thanks for inviting me to do the army showcasing.
So see you all next time.
Yep, see you all next time.